Today, we're going to cover all the different generations so you can find the right people for your organization. Good morning. Thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. I've heard so much about all these different generations. Generation X, born between 65 and 80. Generation Y, born between 1981 and 1994. Generation X, born between 95 and 2009. Generation Alpha, born between 2010 and 2024. And yet to already determine Generation Beta, which is going to be born between 25 and 2039. All these different generations. And I always hear millennials are lazy. They don't want to work. All these different labels we put on the different generations. If you're a business owner, an executive that are looking for the right people, I don't want to hear from you there's no good people out there. That is hogwash. I always say when you show up right, the right people show up. I am very fortunate, and also let me add, hire slow, fire fast. When you are clear as an individual on the type of brand and culture you're representing and you want to create, and you understand people don't get hired or fired, they either qualify to represent your organization or they don't. With that type of attitude and mindset, the right people will show up. There are young guys and gals out there willing to do what it takes and hustle to get results. I'll give you two examples. 2.5 years ago, a client of mine said, "Coach, my son wants to work for you." I wasn't looking for anybody at the time. I said, he wants to have breakfast and pick your brain. So I told him, I'll tell you what. Tell him to buy my book, read my book, and when he's done reading my book, give me a call. He ordered the book, read the book, and called me within a week. He had all sorts of notes, tagged, highlighted. We sat down for breakfast. Had a great conversation. Now, this was right after the pandemic, so I simply joked. He had the man bun, had the beard, and I said, "Is this your COVID look?" That evening, his dad called me and said, "What do you say to my son?" I said, "We just had a conversation." He goes, "Well, he came home clean shaven with a haircut. Looks like I made an impact just joking about that look." Well, Justin is his name. Over time, has stepped up and gone out of his way and learn and keep on asking questions. He just wants to be great. And I was telling my coach, somewhat into the existence of our relationship between Justin and I said, I got to find a place for this kid. He keeps showing up. He's willing to do whatever it takes to become great. So when I say you show up right and the right people showed up, Justin showed up. He's doing the work and he's part of my organization. Just recently, some kid found me. I know a lot of you get all type of emails and invitations about someone that can change your life and change your business and change your team and all that great stuff, and that's all well and fine. And every once in a while, someone gets my attention and I forward him to John. John is my marketing assistant, where I take a lot of pride and confidence in that we really brainstorm and mastermind of how to get the brand across. And this kid, John had a meeting with him, and this kid put a proposal out that he would do some things for me and he would not get paid unless. The unless is if someone signs up and becomes a client of mine because of the work he's done, he wants a percentage. He goes, "So I'm not telling you what I'm going to do, Coach. I'm just going to prove that I'm going to get you results. The results will speak for themselves, and I will get paid accordingly." He's a millennial, part of those so-called lazy ones. So I'm just here to tell you, it doesn't matter what generation, it doesn't matter what age. There are people out there willing to hustle to get a result, to represent your brand, because when They win for you, they win for themselves. This young man begins to get a great results with me and my business. I will be referring him to all my clients to do the same. So once you're ready to show up the way you need to show up, create the brand that you need to create the culture that wants to attract the right people, trust me, the right people will show up and qualify to represent your organization. Hope today has been helpful. As always, I want to thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. I want to wish you a productive, proper week. Go get it.